Live from the Konig Wheel Studios, it's The Hype is Right. 5 cars, 4 contestants, and a whole lot of opinions. Let's play.
What's going on, guys? My name is Ben. Most of you guys probably know me from the YouTube channel called VTune.
What's up, guys? I'm Formula Drift Pro Spec driver Derek Madison.
Hi, I'm Taylor Hull, driver of the Comp Cam's Cadillac ATS-V.
What's going on? It's Scott from Konig, and I am back to do another one of these Hype is Right joints.
I think we're gonna call it just right.
Probably just right.
Honestly, I think the hype is just right on them.
Yeah, I think the hype is just right.
It's a cool car, and you see it the right amount of time.
For me, I'm gonna piss some BMW guys off. It's dated and it just didn't age that well for me personally.
The car in itself was a good platform.
For the price you can get them for, they're a pretty good deal.
It's not overhyped at all the events. You don't see them everywhere.
And they look cool. They're really fun to drive.
Had good aftermarket support, really bulletproof engine for the time.
Performance-wise, they're pretty good cars and they handle well and they can get the job done on the track.
Not even a BMW guy, but E30s are tight.
I still like BMWs, so don't track me down and shoot me.
I'm gonna say underhyped.
The hype is just right.
I think it's just overhyped.
Too much hype. Too much hype.
I absolutely love AE86s in any variation, stock form, kitted, engine swaps. I love them all. I can't get enough of them.
I think it's more nostalgia than anything else.
And honestly, I don't really have much information about those cars, but I always see it everywhere. I mean, they're not really fast. They have like a 4-cylinder, and it just takes a lot of money to make them even fast remotely.
Similar to the E30, I think aesthetically they have not stood the test of time.
The car inherently is a good little rear-wheel drive handling car.
The AE86 is just so iconic, you know. It's kind of the staple in the heart of like Japanese drifting, which is huge, you know. It's kind of what started it all for a lot of drivers, I feel like.
Very underpowered cars. I know there's people that come out and drift them in stock form, but by today's standards, they're drifting in stock form don't look that great. They're, you know, out there on 175s, giving it hell, but you know, it is what it is.
Again, they're starting to get more rare. It's harder to find a clean one, so I think if you could find one, nostalgia factor alone.
Honestly, I think the hype is just right.
I'm going underhyped. I've sold myself, it's underhyped.
Underhyped. S13s are sick.
Are still overhyped. And that is because they go for too much money now.
I think they're really, really good cars. It's all the same geometry as S14, a little bit lighter, a little bit shorter wheelbase, very maneuverable car.
They're really cool cars. The rear-wheel drive doesn't really take much money to tune them up.
Hatches, big hatch guy. Coupes are also sick. Throw an SR in it, drive it on the street every day, throw a JZ in it.
And with some body kits, you can make them look super awesome.
You know, whenever somebody kits it, wraps it one color, paints it one color, it looks sick, slam it on some cool wheels.
I still think that the car was okay.
S13 was my very first drift car. It was a LS swapped S13, I know, LS swap everything, but a lot of performance aftermarket stuff for it. You can still buy all that stuff cheap. The cars have gone up a little bit, but not nearly what the S14s have gone up.
It's not like the best thing ever. So I just think that people put too much, they put the car up on a pedestal when I don't know that it necessarily needs to be there.
Definitely money, no matter what.
Either just right or slightly under.
I think FCs are super underhyped.
I'm gonna say it's just right.
I think they're just overhyped.
I think that the FC was a far departure from what the FD ended up becoming.
That was gonna be my first drift car. I bought one thinking that it was gonna be a pretty good car, and I went to go load it up and tried to put it in gear, and it didn't go in first, and then it didn't go in second, and then it didn't go in any gear.
Not a lot of people drive them these days. but like you can make them super good looking for like by doing so little.
At first sight, they think they're really fast and stuff, but you have to dump a lot of money into them.
The rotary is sick, you know. I don't know how they work.
I mean, you have to rebuild the engines all the time unless you swap something cooler than them.
Rotary engines, well, I mean, I guess that's up to each their own kind of thing. Some people like them, some people hate them.
Ended up parting the car out. I took like a mostly together car and made it really bad. I got rid of it and parted it out basically for no reason when someone could have just fixed the tail shaft on the transmission. But aesthetically, they're good. They did stand the test of time. I think it's a cool car and I would like to have one.
Can you describe the experience of driving your new Eagle Talon in 10 seconds?
I could, but I'd rather show you in 6.3.
I think the hype is just right.
We're gonna say overhyped.
I like them. I think they're just right.
Is completely underhyped.
They're cool, right? I like the first gen stuff, the crossover between the Eagle Talon and the Eclipse.
For not a lot of money, you can make these cars into rocket ships. They were really fast, all-wheel drive platform.
Although that it was the best 4G engine, they're super strong, they make a lot of power, usually reliably.
And again, I say this from a place of being a real big fan of the 1G DSM and having owned a lot of them, is they were kind of piles of crap. They weren't really known for the reliability.
And they were a really good rough draft for a good car.
They're ugly as sin. They're so bad.
I like the second gen a whole lot better. I think they can be made to be cool. I don't really like them in stock form, but you put them on the ground, slap a set of Konigs on them, they look pretty good, and I can get behind that. At the end of the day, we're all car people and we love these cars, some more than others, but it's been a lot of fun.